So what are we talking about today?
The time we were homeless.
The time we were homeless in Toronto.
You don't want to have to tell them I'm homeless. So
There should be a song. Homeless in Toronto.
Kind of like Las Vegas, huh?
Yeah.
What's that say? What stays in Vegas?
No, what happens in Vegas stays in Vegas. Hi guys, welcome to my channel. I wanted to say welcome back, but really like I never post on here. But that's gonna change because we all have extra time. So
I'm barely ever on your videos though.
No, I mean like we're always hanging out, but we're not filming.
Do they know?
They don't know that. I'm about to tell them. So we're always together, we're always hanging out, we're always talking about like interesting stuff that's like worth to
Podcast style. You know what I mean?
Podcast worthy stuff. We also were just, you know, reminiscing on the time when we moved to Toronto and we were homeless there. And we're like, you know what? This would actually be a good story time.
Yo, that actually, oh my god.
Yeah.
I'm looking embarrassed to say this, but whatever.
It's not as embarrassing as you think, but okay, let's talk about it.
No! I'm just kidding.
Okay, so backstory. We were both, you know, born and raised in Toronto.
So I kind of have an idea of it, but like, it was so long ago.
Yeah, so we were born and raised in Toronto. We were both living there with our family up until I was 11 and you were 10. Or just about to turn 10.
So obviously kind of like, you don't really remember a lot of things.
Yeah, so we were there basically like our whole childhood. And our younger siblings barely remember it because they're Gen Zs, you know. But we always wanted to, you know, eventually move back to Toronto because, you know, it's like a major city. When people think about Canada, they think about Toronto. There's people think about like, oh, more opportunities there. The entertainment business is like, you know, it's lit over there, you know, lit. I can't believe I just used that word. But I don't know, Toronto just always seemed so cool, and I was always low-key, you know, salty that my parents decided to move here. When I was younger, I used to have this mentality that, you know, Toronto was better and I wanted to move back there. So I told myself like we were gonna move there summer 2016. Then, you know, remember like, so, you know, a lot of crazy stuff happened in my life during that year.
Oh,
so,
okay, because I was thinking 2017 is when we moved, and that's actually
no, but like we actually planned for 2016, remember? And then a lot of stuff happened, and then we kind of postponed it. Well, that was the plan, but it never really like fell through. And we postponed that because we did want to move during the summer, like the warm months. And then yeah, so 2017 was the plan. And then so leading up to 2017, we're like, okay, we're gonna move to Toronto this summer for sure. Yeah. You know, and keep in mind, like at this point, 2017 comes, I turn 24, and I was like, yo, I'm 24 years old. I haven't moved out before, and what was it?
I remember you saying that, yeah. At the time,
I haven't moved out before. Like I want.
Period. This is gonna happen.
Yeah,
whether
and like
it or not.
I want to be able to, you know, pay my own bills like 100% on my own, be independent, like technically, yeah, be independent on my own, and just experience independence before getting married, you know. So I've always had that in the back of my mind,
which is smart. Yeah.
2017 comes and I'm just like, you know, laser focused, like we're gonna move to Toronto, and I'm not gonna move with no friend because you can't really trust friends.
The relationship's more solid. Like it's just like
it's more solid. Yeah, like you.
Yeah.
We grew up together. We're siblings, so it's like we're only 14 months apart. It's just like we're actually fortunate that like we're siblings. You know, same mom, same dad, grew up in the same household. We fought so much.
swear to God, I'll punch you in your face. Don't use Billy. Stop. Okay, stop. You too.
But at the end of the day, we box each other out. But at the end of the day, if we fight, 15 minutes later, it's like, I'm going to Timmy's. Do you want something?
You have to work it out. That's just how it is when it comes to like more solid relationships. Like with friendships, sometimes it's like just
you
not
fight
that solid.
and you low key hold a grudge. So I was like,
you have a reason to like leave or just like end. You know what I mean? Like end the friendship.
Yeah. So I say that to say, I just didn't see myself moving out with a friend. And I've had those opportunities where friends were like, yo, we should get a place together. And I kind of just like put that in the back burner. Like, in the back of my mind, I'm like, no, girl, no. Oh hell no. It just never works out. If I'm gonna move out, it's only gonna be with family or my future husband. I'm not married at this point, so I was like, okay, Zahra, my sister, she was on board with the plan. Then you know we worked our asses off. We got like some got a second job, got
money aside too.
Yeah, like, we put money aside and stuff. June comes. That's the month that we plan to move.
Yeah.
June 2017 was.
Yeah, like late June.
In April, a couple months before that, we booked in April we booked our Airbnb for like.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, we booked our Airbnb. So it's like
I remember you booked it. That's why I'm just like, oh yeah, because you definitely booked that one.
Yeah, I booked the Airbnb. My mom is just like, no, like you should stay. She was just kind of convincing me to stay, and I feel like I am fortunate enough where I actually, you know, have parents that still want me to live with them and stay with them. And while other people don't even have that option, they're like, yo, leave, get the out, like get out of here. They don't want. They're like, you're over the age of 18. Why are you still living here? You know, people have parents like that.
I also did want to mention that at first she was just kind of iffy and, you know, typical Somali mom that's worried about her daughter moving out, but we did eventually get her blessing, but she would just preferred if we stayed. Just wanted to clear that up.
But I just wanted to, like, I was yearning to like leave and
have
explore.
independence. I know you.
And have independence and like just be on my own for once.
You should mention how like
we didn't even have a place.
Exactly.
We didn't have a place. We didn't have no plan. We didn't have anything secured. That's the crazy
part kicks in. Like,
so we booked our Airbnb. That's the only thing we have. Like, we have somewhere secured for a week. It actually was only 5 days.
Out of the week that we had left, starting.
Like, we booked it for June 21st because that's the same day as our flight. We actually booked our flights first. We booked our flights.
That's when you're committed. When
you were so committed.
Going there instead of like actually having a place to stay.
Exactly. We were just like, either way, like, yeah.
One-way flight with no place secured. Tell me where they do that. Like, would you take that risk? Because we were just living life on the edge, honestly.
Random fact, it was the first day of summer. We're like, summer! Like, literally and not only am I gonna move there in the summer, it's gonna be the first day of the summer. I'm not gonna miss one summer of like in Toronto.
Why don't you take the chance?
Stupid, I'm not gonna let you get the chance.
We're gonna stay at an Airbnb until July 1st, and we're gonna have a place for July 1st. And no ifs, ands, or buts.
It was just like,
that was
home!
we were gonna have a place for July, no ifs, ands, or buts. But the weird part is that we only booked our Airbnb until June 28th instead of June 30th. But we just assumed they would let us move in like a little early.
Entitled.
You see, entitlement. You see, when people usually move out, they move out in the same city.
Usually, yeah. You know, now that I realize
we moved out for like the first time to a whole new city. Like, do you know how crazy that is? If you really think about it,
it's a lot more harder than just your own city. Like,
and the last time we were in Toronto prior to 2017 was 2004 when we were kids. So yeah, so then we're just like, basically it was a whole new city. Fast forward, we get to our Airbnb, and we got so fortunate with our Airbnb host. Like,
yo, he was honestly the best.
The best. Like, we just
legit like would always take us out to eat. Remember? So not once did we have to like get our own food or anything.
Yeah, he covered everything. It was just like basically everything that like the whole Airbnb that we paid for, that money came back to us with all the stuff that he paid for.
And the way he showed us the city too, like
he was like a tour guide. Like, people pay for stuff like this, you know, like, and it was like a personal tour guide slash friend slash. I was like, what the hell? Such a sweetheart. Like,
he is, honestly.
Like,
he's still on Airbnb. I wonder.
No, I think he still is. I actually seen an ad for his when I was looking for like trying to stay at a place in Toronto.
Yeah,
like,
he was.
The first day we don't really like talk much because we were just like, we got there, we settled down
in the afternoon, right?
Yeah, like
around
early afternoon. No, like 2, maybe 1 or 2 p.m. And we got settled and we like quickly left. Like, we already had some places booked to view. Because we had some places booked to view ahead of time.
Oh yeah, we did. And then we seen
a lot of shitty places. Like, let me tell you, we seen a lot of shitty
so many catfishes out there too. Do you remember? Do you remember that one place that we had or whatever? Where we seen or whatever. It was like somewhere in like, was it like the east side of downtown? I can't remember. But anyways, there was a guy that literally catfished us, remember? He literally said, oh yeah, I have like an amazing place, all of that. It looked like an underground dungeon.
No, did you see the shoebox that we...
That's what I mean, that place.
That was in Ossington. So we went to like, and that wasn't far from where we were staying, because we were staying close to like Dufferin Station, or Lansdowne, or Dufferin Station, if you guys are familiar with that. So
I remember,
Ossington area,
yo,
which is like a nice area.
We're like,
it was like the way, like it was just creepy. The little alleyway you have to go into to get into there. And then
where are you? Remember the game?
Yeah, and then we were scared to go in. Remember at first we were like, should we go in? Is this a trap? Is this some sex trafficking trap or something like?
We're like,
but we're like, no.
I have anxiety.
We're two people. We're good. Yeah, so we go in, and what was it? So yeah, we went in and
we're just looking around. We're
it
like,
was so small. Like, where's the closet? Where's the kitchen? Where's the actual place?
No, it's okay. Don't be shy. Put some more.
Like, this is it. We're like, thanks for wasting our time.
This, I'm like, whoa, like that was like a huge like culture shock.
Catfishes.
We're just like, no thank you, bye.
Oh, we should talk about the place that we went to, like one of the second last places that we went to see before we got our place. There was a lady that catfished us and basically said, oh, it's gonna be available next month in July. But when we got there, she's like, no, it's only available starting September.
No, she posted an ad, but she should have mentioned that, yo, like this place is not available until September. Because I have someone staying here.
It said July, I remember, on the ad.
Did she say July?
It said July the 1st.
Oh, so
once we
really
confirmed, she's like, oh yeah, I forgot to mention it's actually September. No, that was wrong.
And we went far. This was like, I'm glad we never got that place anyway, because that was just way too far.
Yo, we almost fucking had a damn breakdown after that. We're like, are you kidding me?
No, we had the breakdown in Scarborough.
Okay. I remember saying, yo, let it out right here. Fuck
yeah, because we were in the middle of like a field in Scarborough. And we were so tired of fighting
at each other because we're just like, I'm fucking tired of this.
And it's like, if you're gonna let it out, we can't do it in downtown Toronto. Let's do it right here in Scarborough. And we're just like yelling at each other. You fucking bitch! You fucking sent us here.
In between a viewing, actually, that was right in between a viewing of another place. I remember.
Yeah, and we're like, we need to get. Was this right before we found the actual place?
No, this is like a day before or something.
A day before. At this point, this was probably our 3rd day there. So we got there June 21st.
It was like a day or two before.
It was probably like June 23rd or June 24th at this point. And like,
so there's a lot of pressure, obviously, right?
And there's a lot of pressure because you have to find a place for July 1st. Like, why do we put ourselves in this situation?
And all I will never know. Literally morning to night is just place. That's what we're talking about. We're literally eating or having looking at places.
People our age, they're turning up. They're like, oh, do you want to go up? No. Laser focus. We're trying to find a place.
Do you remember when we were eating at like restaurants and stuff? We're like looking.
Yeah, we were looking. He was taking us out to brunch. We're like, thank you for the brunch.
Like, give me a second, I'm gonna go walk away and take this phone call. Literally no breaks. Until we slept, we dropped the phone, and then we wake up again. We got to see the city too. Any little free time we had in between, we were like, he was showing us around the city and stuff like that.
He took us to like the Drake hotel. We were eating at the rooftop, having some nice sushi. We even went to like 7 West, which is like, we didn't know about all these places, but like that's a 24-hour restaurant.
Another place too, I can't remember the name.
Really good food. He just told us a bunch of facts about Toronto. Like, he's from there, so he really knows everything about it.
He showed us a bunch of places.
He told us the history behind each restaurant. Like, it was like very.
He was a chef though, so he was like really into that type of stuff.
Remember when he took us to that, like, so basically he's a paralegal, right? So he had hookups with like eating at this place where a lot of people, like, you know, a lot of lawyers were eating. It was basically, where was it at? It was at this like old building close to. I don't know.
It was right in the middle of fucking downtown. It was right
in downtown, and like only lawyers are eating there, where they have personal chefs making food for them and stuff. And like, I'm like, why'd you tell me?
I think it's the legal courts or something.
Yeah, something about that. But he gave us like a tour around there, showed us.
He showed us the big libraries in there.
Robes was traditional because only white people would go to court.
And there was like a little mini restaurant they had.
I'll insert some clips if I have them, like from my Snapchat memories and stuff. But
that place was nice, and you had to have like a membership to be in there or something.
Yeah,
like that.
so we couldn't just go there on our own. And yeah, so
we're like, why didn't you tell us?
And that was the last.
Like this?
That was they were closing up for the summer, so that was the last day.
Yeah.
I think the last Tuesday or something that they can eat there, and like I remember I just ordered some lamb and some like, what's it?
Like couscous or something?
Couscous mashed potato.
Yeah,
and then
that.
they offered some wine too, and I was like, don't mind if I do. I'm just kidding. But like, yeah, so we're just, you know, but we were looking very casual compared to everyone else.
And
Everyone
we were
else
like,
was dressed up.
Let
We're
us
like,
know if you're gonna bring
let
us here.
Yeah, I was like,
we're literally looking like we're sightseeing the city or like we're looking at places.
we couldn't look like tourists, but whatever. He made this process of us finding our place a lot easier. So let me tell you, we even got groceries the first day because this was before we knew that he was even gonna cover all our stuff. We got a bunch of groceries to cover us for the week. The groceries rotted because we
literally were out eating, him like showing us like the sightseeing and all that type of shit. Yeah.
We had everything covered.
Oh, ooh, whoa, whoa, ooh, whoa, whoa, ooh, yeah.
Came all the way here
for nothing.
I'm tired of looking at all these damn places. Like, it just felt like we've seen everything available at that point.
Yeah, so
and we contacted everything that was available at that point.
So at this point, we're just like, whatever, gave up. And we were just like, we were feeling so hopeless on the train
because we
ride.
basically almost literally contacted or talked to like whatever's available at that point. You know what I mean? Whatever's available for next month that we wanted, basically.
Please send me a man, any man. I would literally take any man to send my way, because you sent him my way, God. You did that, not you, anybody but you. God, let me tell you why he wouldn't have won. Let me tell you why he wouldn't have won.
We're on the subway. We're just headed back to our Airbnb. We feel so hopeless. Then Sarah came across this I'm gonna give her credit. I'm gonna give you credit because and Adam Kijiji, out of all places. Oh, I remember when we first arrived in Toronto and like we were at a restaurant. They suggested buns. They changed the name now. Like I think like they buns. Remember this girl at the restaurant when first thing we arrived?
Talking to her, remember?
She suggested buns, which is like a Facebook group where people post their whatever they have for rent and stuff. We had no luck on there because usually they're looking for only one person
and we're just like
and we're two. We're packaged.
So we're just like, okay,
we're always together.
She was nice though. She didn't give us like a lot of like tips and stuff like that.
She did. So like a lot of the times they were only looking for one person, and we come together. Sorry, like we're a package deal. Luckily, it was just like a sign from God. It's like it's just
like the actual like house that we're renting. Yeah.
It
was exactly what we wanted. We're like,
exactly what we wanted.
And like because at that point it was like it's gonna take a miracle because we've looked at everything.
The best part is that it was only a 10-minute walk from the Airbnb we were staying at. How crazy is
Tell me
that?
that's not a fucking miracle.
And it was so basically it was a roommate situation. It was a house, like it was like a big house close to what was it? Yeah, close to where a 10-minute walk from where he was staying. So it was close to Dufferin and Queen, if you guys know where that area is.
Absolutely.
Pretty close to like, you know, you have access to a lot of stuff. You're closer to the downtown area. It's like a walking distance from like Gladstone Hotel, to be specific.
Damn.
And close to close to Parkdale, like a 5-minute walk from.
Yeah, that's true.
So yeah, it was one large bedroom, one average size bedroom in a house on just the top floor. So like the main floor of the house and the basement was already rented. So basically we only had access to the upstairs area, and we had our own private washroom, which is very important because who wants to share a bathroom with anyone, you know, that you don't know. So we had our own bathroom, 2 bedrooms, very spacious, great natural lighting.
Close to a bunch of stuff.
Close to a bunch of stuff like grocery store, freaking the Gladstone Hotel, like Queen Street West was right, like 5-minute walk. We just got so fortunate. Like Dufferin Mall, the mall with it all was.
Okay, if Dufferin's your favorite mall, you're from an immigrant family and you definitely like saving money. All I gotta say is Walmart, Marshalls, Winners, No Frills, Dollarama, and a bear store. Like, how can you beat that, fam?
Yo, I love that mall, the mall with it all.
Yo, I'm telling you, like we literally looked through everything at that point.
And we saw that ad, yeah, and it was
we thought we looked through everything. We're like, did I miss this one? I remember saying that when I seen it. I'm like, did I miss it?
But did they post that same day? I'm pretty sure they did.
They did post it. They had people viewing it the morning of, which is why it probably went down.
It gets juicier now too. And right away, we're on the train. We're like, yo, this is our sign. Let's get that place. This is our place. We manifested it. We're like, this is our place. I don't care what anybody says. No ifs, ands, or buts. This is mine. So we called that number. We're like, hey, we can come right now and view it. We're already headed
any motherfucking time.
We're headed towards that direction. So what's up? What's up?
Exactly.
Like,
we can come in that area now today. Yeah.
It's good. Yeah, come at this time. Like, and that was within an hour. It was perfect. We were already on the train. We're headed back home.
headed back to the Airbnb.
Headed back to the
same
Airbnb,
area.
which is exactly the same area. So we got there, and as we got there, and the steps,
like 2 girls.
the steps in front of the house, there were 2 girls sitting there that are waiting to also view the place.
And we're just
sad. We look at each other like, it's go time. Like,
literally, I remember.
It's like, let's go get
I remember us talking to them, right? And they were so like, you know, like, remember how they're so standoffish?
They're so standoffish
because they noticed that we were also looking at the place too.
Yeah, and they were just like, we were still very nice to them. We're like, hey, how's it going?
Because it's like,
we wanted to get to know them. Like, we were just like, you know, we're new to a city.
It's just the fact that we're like, okay, if I don't get this place, either way, there's a million of them. You're gonna get a place, I'm gonna get a place, we're all gonna get a place. So
exactly.
why
There's
bother
no
stressing?
Yeah, exactly. So they were like so stressed out. They were just being very cold towards us. But turns out that they actually came earlier that day to view it. So they had a chance to view that place. But
they declined.
They declined. They're like, you know what? We're not sure about this place. We're gonna go view somewhere else. And then we're gonna view somewhere else. But thanks anyway.
And they said like, keep us on standby. We're like, we'll see.
They didn't even say that. They said that, oh, it's okay. I have somewhere else to view. And like they got, you know, the landlords or whatever, the people that own the place, they got salty about that. So they're like,
never ever. Oh, that's a piece of advice. Never ever do that when it comes to a job.
Always make it seem like you're interested.
Always make it seem like this is your main option. They are the holy grail. You
and and just be like, I'm gonna speak about it with my roommate. I'm very interested. Always say you're still interested, because
never seem like you have options. Because they will turn that on you, and they will act like they have options too, and they will push you aside.
Exactly. It's like a pride thing. Like
It's true. I've noticed that every single time I'm looking for a place, don't act like that.
The people that own the place, they didn't live in that house, so we had to wait for them to arrive, you know. And then they just had a bunch of people in there renting the place, so we waited for them to arrive. They unlock the door. We go into the house. They give them a tour.
Yeah.
And then they gave us a tour. And what was it? We seemed like, I guess we seemed so interested.
Like we seemed more sure of it. You know what I mean?
We seemed
more
sure.
like them, where we're like, oh, you know, yeah, it's nice. Like we didn't give off like this vibe of like, okay, we're gonna go somewhere else.
Yeah, we
seemed
very
a lot more
determined.
sure.
Yeah, and a lot more sure like that we wanted the place, and we just, I don't know, we just
she seen us as more stable, like,
and plus she liked the fact that we were sisters. The other 2 girls were friends, so we're like, these 2 are family, they're gonna stick together.
She mentioned, I remember, yeah. She mentioned,
like,
I like that you guys are sisters.
She's like, I love the fact that you guys are sisters. I love the fact that you guys already have a deposit up front. I
like just seen us as the more stable option, honestly.
Yeah, she did, and she's like, you guys seem more mature. Yeah,
you guys seem like you guys know what you want. They came in the morning and they don't really want it, right? So why should I give it to them?
Yeah,
it's like, you know what, you gotta.
And they didn't seem sure. They just seemed so iffy. And you guys are here for the first time, and you guys want it, even though they came before you. She's like,
we got priority.
You know what? This lady, she was so funny. We were downstairs. She was giving us a private tour, and they were just waiting upstairs because she was done with them, right?
She gave us turns. Remember, each person had a chance to like each group.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like she took them to view it, and then they were waiting upstairs in the main floor. And then while she was in the basement with us, showing us the laundry and stuff, she winked at us. She was like,
yeah, I really.
She was like, I'm like, what is she? We look at each other like, what is she talking about?
We're like, maybe she does this to them too. We're like,
yeah,
she's playing games.
We have trust issues. We're like, I don't know what she's talking about.
We dealt with
but then me, I was like, I think we got this place, man. We got this place in the bag.
Yeah, I was still skeptical though. I was just like, honestly, I don't like. A part of me was like, okay, this is ours, but like, I don't know.
But she kept winking. I was like, something wrong with your eye, girl? Like she was like, no, she kept winking. I was like, is she twitching? I don't know. I think she's just like. She kept winking, and then they caught on to it. They saw, because she doesn't have a good poker face. Like she just she's just so mischievous.
And she did try to like come across like she was fair. Do you remember?
She was trying to come across fair, but she kept looking at us going right in front of them too at one point. And the girls, they got so mad. They got so like, no, actually.
They started to get pushy, do you remember?
They started to get pushy, and then like she was like basically okay, so she's just saying like, okay, I'm gonna get in contact with who I think it belongs to and stuff like that. And then next thing you know, she said, yeah, I need time to think about it. Then she said like goodbye to both of us. And then as we're both walking away, then she's like, come here, and she goes. And she's like, can you guys come back? She's like, can you guys come back? And they're still walking away, and they look back.
I want to give you guys something. That's what she said. I remember her saying this like, I want to give you guys something. You guys forgot something.
Yeah. And then she said they were so mad and like stomped away, and I was like, it's just business, baby. It's just business, baby. I'm like, had you been nice, I would have gave you a little room in my room. Like, but you tried it, like, so
Trifling ass.
It's like with your trip, guys, you want it to be rude. See, it pays.
God
to
don't
be
like
nice.
ugly.
It pays to be nice. God don't love ugly. It pays to be nice.
You got it.
So she pulls us back. She's like, okay, what's up? Let me get your IDs. We'll do this whole deposit thing.
Yo, when they were stomping off, I was just like, is this a movie, bitch? Is this another
They
fucking
should.
movie?
Honestly, our story is so this story is so crazy. Like, it deserves to be a short film. It really does.
A little movie.
Like
I'm like,
Sundance Festival. Tiff, what's up? What's up? Like,
walking distance.
yeah, like honestly.
I remember mentioning to them, like, how soon do you guys need a place? Because while we were like sitting and waiting and talking,
And they were so like,
they were just like, they had like,
we
this,
just
like,
moved here. Like, oh no, they said they seemed desperate. They're like, I really need a place like right away. For
literally by July
1st.
the 1st, just like us. And I'm like, oh, same.
Same. They
They're
got
nice
mad.
though.
They even got more mad. They're like, fuck. They're so determined. It's like, oh, like they were so
But
mad.
she was so bitchy. They were both so bitchy. Like,
They
were
were.
so
It's like,
competitive.
it was so uncalled for.
It's like,
and it's
really,
like,
we're trying to be nice here. You know
it's
what I mean?
like, what happened to women in power?
Because you never know. Imagine if we found another place.
It's like, we could have gotten in contact. We could have
We
been
could've
friends.
mentioned
I
it to
could have
them, like,
told
hey,
you about a place.
This is
Yeah,
what happens
there
when
was
you're
no need for
competitive.
that.
Exactly.
But yeah, so then even though we came after them and all that, you know, like
I remember even mentioning to them, like, hey, like, I hope we get a place. Like, you know what I mean? Like, both of us. Because
it's
we
like
both
may the best
equally
man
need it.
win.
No, we like, we both equally need it. And I remember
yeah, it
just
was like
being
I hope
really
I
bitchy.
hope it works out for all of us. And she's just like
so cold and bitchy and competitive. I'm like,
like
God don't like ugly. Ugly
like,
attitude,
and see,
ugly
and this is-
everything.
but I feel like that was a learning lesson for them. It's like, holy fuck, like these
Yeah.
girls came after us. It's their first time coming. We came before them and they still got the place. And only because they are more confident and they look like they know what they want.
Exactly. And we looked so much more stable than they were.
Mm-hmm.
You gotta show that. Like,
Yeah. It's like they just, yeah. But so at this point, this happened on June 25th. Yeah, June 25th.
Was it June 25th?
It was June 25th. I remember the date. It was June 25th, and we arrived June 1st. No, June 21st. So we found a place on the 4th day of being.
Oh my god!
in
And we
Toronto.
probably went to a million motherfucking places.
Those 4 days was hectic, but that same day, our Airbnb host, he's like, "What's up? Like, let's go out tonight. Let's celebrate." I was like, what was it? Let's celebrate. It's, what was it? Pride is going on. Pride
Yeah.
is happening that day.
That's a big deal.
And then, and it was a big deal, you know, like he likes going to it and stuff. We're like, yes, let's go. Like,
We're
I was
chill
like,
out. We're
it's like, now we got a place, and guess what? It's only a 10-minute walk from where you live, so
It's gonna be easy
what's up?
to move. Like, everything's. Oh my god, it was amazing.
Mm-hmm. And they were, yeah.
That whole thing was hilarious. The whole experience
it was crazy.
funny as fuck looking back.
Mm-hmm. So we all went. We just like walked around. We went to go eat. We had a good time. We're like, and yeah, like that was the best summer, honestly.
That was one of the funner summers, for sure.
like, cause now that I think about us in lockdown, it's like, wow, that summer was so lit. Like we went to the SZA concert.
Oh yeah,
I
August.
went to Janet Jackson concert.
You did in September, right?
Yeah, but we went to SZA together
In August, yeah. I
in
remember.
August. It was so fun.
Yo, when are we gonna go back to a concert after this? That's my question.
Mhm.
Is that even gonna be possible this year?
Yeah. But that summer was so much fun. Like we lived walking distance from where Caravana happened.
Oh yeah, we went to that.
But we didn't go during the day. We went after everybody was gone.
Yeah,
At like
yeah.
6 p.m. We're like, there was
Yeah,
like a
what's going on?
float. There was like a boat float, and somebody carried me out, and I was like, ah! It was so much fun. It was actually, yeah, that summer was.
And we went to CNE too. I remember.
We went to the CNE
Yeah.
because of course we're tourists. We're new to the city, so
Walking distance, like
we lived
whatever.
walking distance from there too. So we went to the CNE, the exhibition.
Yeah, but that was fun. I don't know.
That
Now
summer
looking
was
back,
lit.
now that we're in lockdown, yeah, you're right.
I know, it's like we took those times for granted. Like honestly, oh, we went to Afrofest too. That summer.
Afrofest too, yeah.
We were only in the city for 2 weeks. And we were so shocked. Like we were telling them the story about how we found our place, and they were laughing. It's like, I'm stuck here in Scarborough. I'm trying to find a place in downtown. How'd you do that? And like I was like, I don't know, determination. And then towards the end of the summer, I met Kenny, and that was fun too. Like what was then? You met him like a month after. We all went out to eat, and it was just, yeah, just 2017 honestly was a really good year. Like the last half of 2017 was a really good.
That's nice.
Really good time for me. Yeah. Now that we're in lockdown, the beginning, let's just erase the first half of 2020, please.
But anyways, 2017, homelessness.
So that was our story on how we found our place. You guys,
how we overcame homelessness.
We overcame homelessness in a big city like Toronto, and we found a place because we were that determined.
Over these other girls. It really low-key felt like
it felt good. It
felt like
felt good
competition.
only because they were mean to us.
Exactly.
It felt good because they were mean to us. Let us know what you think in the comments. I would love to hear.
And if you want to know about like the Airbnb guy, like just comment or whatever.
Oh yeah, like let me know. DM me on Instagram or DM my sister, and like we'll send you the link because he is the best prices, close to everything. But now that we're in
that's
lockdown,
if you're visiting Toronto. Yeah,
that's if you're visiting Toronto.
Now that we're on lockdown, have fun.
Yeah.
That's all you gotta say, like have fun.
Oh, and then I don't wanna we were watching but like we need to get off TikTok and make a YouTube video. I'm done with TikTok. Let us know what you guys thought about this video. We'd love to hear your opinion. How's your lockdown going, guys? Anyways, okay, I'm just dragging this video. Thank you guys for watching.